Okay, so I need to zone out of here, and then we're gonna come straight back to the castle for extremely long cutscene, apparently. Yeah, it says just spamming enter to like skip the dialogue. Still takes like 9 minutes, so it's gonna be a lot longer reading it all. But we do it for the story. Whoops. Time for a very long meeting. Who does Upstart think she is? Summoning the heads of the 12 orders just to make us wait. Indubitably, we are more pressing matters to deal with than the whims of some young girl. And it's all because Melvian had to kick the bucket. I can't believe we leaders have been reduced to mere paper shufflers. Thanks to his reckless antics, colonization has practically been slowed to a halt. If only he'd kept his nose stuck in his books, then we wouldn't be stuck in this bureaucratic quagmire. Could you please be a little more considerate of the deceased? I'm just saying that what everyone was thinking, I don't see the harm in that. Plus, it's not like he'll rise from the grave to seek revenge before I hurt his feelings posthumously. That's what he thinks, but I'm sure he's still around. My apologies, everyone. I did not expect to take so long. Hope you don't intend to start the meeting on as short notice as you sent out those summons. Some of us still have yet to arrive. I have something to say that simply cannot wait. Please, the future of Adeline lies in the balance. The future of Adeline, you say? I was under the impression you were only investigating what took place in the waterways. I was. Well, thank the goddess that we dropped everything so this royal runt could waste our time with the information on Watergate. Didn't you know Reginald and Mchuchu are already flexing their mental might to come up with a solution for that? Anyway, on to something of substance. Conditions in the hinterland are growing worse by the day. Heretofore unseen monsters are being brazenly appearing before coalition staff even at high noon. Livestock go missing after the fences erected to protect them miraculously break. Whole fields of crops are supposedly withering overnight. Like rats from a sinking ship, the smaller beasts of the forest trample each other in an effort to take refuge on the coast. Just what are they fleeing from? Could it possibly have something to do with the recent spat of land shivers? And what an utterly terrifying prospect that is. As the person in charge of the colonization initiative, these issues seem much more pressing than the little underground mishap. Say your piece, Arcella, but make it snappy. Then allow me to get right to the point. The tunnel collapse in the waterways and subsequent change in water flow down there was not the result of land shiver. What sort of ridiculousness are you hinting at? Yeah. Care to elaborate for us, Icky? The waterways were attacked by a living person. Why? To replace the geomancy within them. The divine magic that once safeguarded the area has been supplanted by evil sorcery. You mean to say that someone annulled the only entity keeping us from certain death? There is no need for theatrics, Hildebert. Please, just calm down. Theatrics. The last bulwark against the overpowering thaumaturgal forces slobbering at our gates just fell, and you accuse me of theatrics? Like he says, that Urgazade has been supplanted by another form of magic, meaning that it's been vanished completely. For all intents and purposes, we have reverted to the age of the Great Expedition. The curse of the Founder King shall descend upon Adeline once more. Our thriving society will be utterly ruined. If only we had not begun raping the land by trying to colonize it. I scoff in your general direction, Hildebert. If we had a pinch of ball for every hole in your logic, we could build a new waterway out of solid gold. Besides, who cares if some musty superstition is no longer sealed away? I know I'm not afraid of an evil spirit. Even if I were, though, you could simply deploy your vast army of Weatherspoon exorcists and hocus-pocus it away. You could hold a grand-scale wake at the Lilies and curry-worry pioneer support as well. Hey, how about chanting a ritualistic phrase like "the power of Altana compels you" to get people more involved? Yes, and I'll have the Ministry of Commerce sponsor vendors. We'll all be swimming in bald. You know not what of you speak, Chero Machiro. At least I know what I ate this morning, you old fart. Calling our founding father an evil spirit to hocus pocus away is an affront to our whole civilization. Pardon my naivety. I just didn't realize I had a free reign to curse my own people as long as I founded their home millennia ago. Even the village idiot knows that someone who harms the entire city could be considered evil. I beg of you, do not let your emotions get the better of you. There's something I must... World-shattering news, everyone. Reginald and I just returned from surveying the damage in Rala waterways and made a startling discovery. Those walls didn't come crumbling down because of a land shiver. You may need to take a seat for this. They felt the hands of a living being. Isn't this the most shocking news of your lives? Not really, because we just told them. Apparently not, but why? I'm positively befuddled. Because, Icky, just got done telling us the same thing. You were close, though. But close only counts on the dot and hand grenades. How about this juicy-woosy bit of intelligence, then? The explosives used was so ancient, as far as I know, the only person who would have had the knowledge to build it is Melvian. What did you say? I said the design was ancient, in other words, really old. No, not that. The part where you implied Melvian built it. Yes, the distinguishing characteristic is the fuse. From what I gleaned, it looks as if one set at the time at which the device detonates. The technology employed dates back to the Great War that reached long ago. I remember him showing me a diagram of it in his notebook, and the remains of this one match it perfectly. As I have never seen one in the lands before, I postulate you that Melvian was intimately acquainted with its workings, but this doesn't come as a surprise either, does it? You people are no fun at... What was that? What do you suppose this means for us? Sorry to barge in on your tippity top secret conversation, but isn't there something off about all this? What would a lowly servant know of critical analysis? It's hardly your place to spot. I think we all know that Melvian's gone to the big treasury in the sky. Wait, why is she laughing? But if that's true, he have made the bomb go boom boom. I think it's downright boom boom. I think it's downright mean and rude to frame someone when he can't defend himself. Wait a second, I never said anything about him being the culprit. Besides, shh, I'm trying to think. Eureka, my muse has inspired me. I know who did it. Now you listen here, you. Wait, you know who did it? Then I simply must hear you. Please humor us. Okay, the culprit is culvert. She's supposed to mean culprit. She's gonna point at Ignis. Or she don't know shit. It's quite the loading screen. Topic we'll talk about later. Being in front of you all has given me a case of the tummy to the room. I need some fresh air. She's got the shits. Or maybe some dessert. I could really go for something sweet after he's not that brain power. This chick is a fucking nut job. Why is everyone so quiet? Or an even better question, is Melvin really dead? Did you search every itty-bitty nook and cranny of his body to make sure? I, Vermilla, the legendary sleuth of Adeline, will answer what all you inquiring minds wish to know. That is the name of the Proculator, which is, wait for it, Melvian. His crime, being too handsome. What the fuck? His chiseled jaw and burning passion for life are enough to make any woman die of longing. Ah, yes, death, the savior of all, released from constant suffering. I can barely contain myself thinking of all the fun we're going to have together. Alright, so I'm assuming she's fucking evil too. That's right, you don't think this means... I've had it up to here with your nonsensical japes. This is not a schoolyard, but a seat of government. If you are unwilling... Oh yeah, she's fucking evil, alright. If you're unwilling to contribute to the discourse, and remove the... I don't think I'm finished yet, Gramps. In fact, I'm just getting started. Jesus. I did not see her being evil. Why don't you take a seat? Huh, what's everyone getting cold feet? This is the part where things really heat up. Hildebert. Nice cadenza, my dear Svenja. I'd like nothing more than to move on to a canto at this point, but I fear we've already reached the coda. Whatever do you mean? You're all unbearably idiots. Talk about melodrama. You're constantly squabble over the most trivial of things. Everyone's content to play King Diddley of the squat islets. Then there's this whole inner struggle over colonization. To be for it or against it. It's certainly a dumb question when nothing ever gets accomplished. The 12 Orders? More like the 12 Disorders. At best, you're a disease that's slowly killing the nation. She's fucking flying. Whoopsie. Maybe I got a bit out of character. Oh well, you were all bound to find out eventually. Let's let the curtain on this climax. What the? Oh, this guy. Vermilla. So maybe he was just controlling her. Greetings here to the 12 Orders. See, I know this guy from another storyline, so maybe I shouldn't have done more Rhapsodies before this. I didn't know he was going to be from this too. Interesting. Welcome back. So we found out, excuse me, we were in the waterways that somebody blew it up and changed. It wasn't like the earthquake that caused the change down there. Somebody set it up and blew it up. And they were all having a meeting telling them about it, and then this maid came in, and apparently is being possessed by this guy. My name is Balamor, but you may know me by other fantastical names such as the Deathborn Zol. Deathborn what? Zol? Sounds like a ridiculous villain made up by a Galga youngling. However, I'm playing only a supporting role. Let's all give a standing ovation to the anti-hero of this moving tragedy. There you go, I knew this dude wasn't dead. But, how? The demon in the castle? What is the city coming to? Melvian. I assume all of you are present. Why, hello there, Arcella. And nice to know that you made it back in one piece. Heh, but it seems that you have not yet been completely honest with them. Do they understand the extent of the horrors that took place in that village deep in the jungle? Do they understand the extent to which that friend of yours was involved? Do they understand exactly what you did to me? You're one to talk. I advise you not to employ intellectually dishonest tactics here. They will only serve to further tighten the noose around your neck. The more you try to conceal facts, the more seeds of curiosity you sow. Eventually, those seeds will sprout and bear the fruit of dissent. You'd best repent before you are forced to eat the ear of every other leader here. Although, it pains me to say so, I have preparations to which I must attend. Fare thee well, and may you all be able to play nice for a tad bit longer. That was a rather stacked-go intermezzo. I guess I should take a bow and head off stage as well. I wouldn't want to leave you thinking I'm a mere extra in this production, though. Therefore, why don't I give you something to remember me by? Oh, that reminds me. I heard something about, what was it called again? Ah, the Curse of the Founder King. Apparently all the ancestors who ignored the king's dying words met with unfortunate ends. Now that's the kind of story that jingles my bells. You are the wanton degenerate if that brings you any sort of joy. In due time, you'll all be ballyhooing like when a colonization was given the boots. What kind of farce is this? Nothing's different at all. No need to rush, I said, in due time, remember? But maybe the dress rehearsal's already begun in some places. The figurative big top that once protected you is no more. You're as naked as the day your people first set foot upon these shores. Now that you're exposed to the elements, there's nothing to stop my little spell from raining down upon you. Its droplets will turn to buckets and then to torrents, leaving everyone you've ever held dear to drown. I can already hear your screams of terror. Like an encore call to my ears. Of course, you won't enjoy it nearly as much as I will. Oh, that's my cue. Time to exit stage right. There is a way for you to remove the curse, though. I'll be more than happy to divulge it, if you can find me. Now, to begin the game of hide and seek, ready or not, here I go. Another fucking Kefka laugh. How'd the dungeon go? It was alright. I just had to click on some spots. There was no, like, boss or anything. It didn't take too long. Another loading screen. Okay. Oh, there we go. Framilla. Darcella? I don't know what to do, that's right. Framilla's not opening her eyes. Just what have the peacekeepers been doing this whole time anyway? Spit shining their boots? Hey Nikki, how could you let that magic force failing the city get destroyed? Incompetent, the both of you. Why do you even suffer your presence in these discussions? Are you trying to start something, Furball? All you do is put others down to build up yourself up. You don't give a damn about the city's policies unless they make you bald. A weak argument made by an equally weak mind. I'm just telling it like it is. Face the truth and stop getting your britches in a bundle over it. Relax. Take a deep breath, you two. Are we supposed to be relaxed? Did you not just see that phantasm? Or, yeah. Phantasm. Yeah, phantasm. Some good that ergo stupid thing is. And what in God's name was Melvin talking about Arcella? Indeed, we would be most appreciative if you would tell us the truth. Although I'm certain the whole thing is a plot by the pro-colonization faction to sully the integrity of those willing to uphold the Founder King's wishes. If you keep proposing ridiculous theories like that, Hildebert, I might actually start believing Sheriff Machiro's claim that you're senile. No one asked for your opinion, conspirator. The raw rhetoric of your kind spews forth is nothing but breed lies and deception. Such is made all more apparent now that we know Melvian lives. Surely my theory is far less absurd than the blatant falsehoods this girl has been feeding us. Enough already. Do none of you realize what just happened right in front of you? Be adults and act at your age for once. Who cares about your stance on this colonization movement? This is much bigger than that. Now's the time to put aside your differences for the good of the nation. Yet all you can do is sling mud at each other like prehistoric brutes. Look at the big picture. What's the purpose of our 12 orders? I've always thought it was to protect people, but apparently you think it's to grab more power for yourselves. You completely ignore the blight in the jungle, pawning off your responsibility on pioneers. You each take credit for the movement's victories and blame others for its failures. Can't take any more of this useless bickering. Ruin is staring us right in the face, yet you're only looking for personal gain. Frankly, it's pathetic. Shut your damn mouth, wench. Jesus, dude, that's the princess. What would a mere child know of governing a city-state? It takes more than lofty ideals and good intentions to keep a nation functioning. You just called her a fucking wench, too. Remain silent about your improper behavior and deference to the Chancellor, but I see little reason to do so if this is how you plan to act instead. Do you think your royal lineage grants you innate asylum for our skepticism? Anyone with half a head on their shoulders would doubt the veracity of the claims you make. A talking dragon, a clandestine village hidden in the shadow of Mount Gamir? Fie, I say. My sentiments exactly. I don't know how you were able to win Ikki's respect, but I do doubt even half the people here believe your cockamamie stories. However, what Melvian said is a much more crucial subject. What do you think he needs to make preparations for? And how did he manage to fake his own death? Can you imagine going to extent just for a prank? Don't you think you can scare me with your dirty look? That's what you get for talking shit, bro. What? What are you doing, idiot? Out of the way. He's not breathing. You're joking, right? I wish I were. No, you can't be serious. Valda. First that phantasm appears in the castle. Now Machiro inexplicably collapses. Let us not forget about Melvian's return from the dead. All of this. It's entirely your doing. These guys are all assholes. I can see why you were sometimes called a wild-born witch. You definitely seem to care more about the jungle than the sacred city. Exactly what is your plan for engendering the downfall of our society, you evil enchantress? Stop right there, White Whiskers. What's all this caterwauling for? You're a grown elven. Don't get so hot under the collar just because a maiden got caught up in the moment. It's not like she has some kind of death gaze or anything. There's no way she could send him reeling with a single look. And you, Ursula, there's usually a time and place for everything, but not for that phrasing. Exactly. Should have started. It would have been all your fault. Stuff it, Gratzig. Don't add fuel to the fire. I officially... Who the fuck's this guy? Oh, this is the guy that came in with the other guy. I officially declare this meeting adjourned. Return to your respective orders and take stock of your situation there. Ursula, I assume you erupted like that because you have been through so much recently. Perhaps that rest would do you some good. What a stressful day. That's right, you're probably due for a cat nap too. What a long story. So, now we have to wait till the next game day to progress the story. Luckily, it's about to be that, so I don't have much waiting to do. So Melvian's back. Balamore, I didn't know what's from this, so I was doing the Rhapsody storyline. Like here and there, I was have to like wait for days. I actually ran into Balamore, so I thought he was something to do with that quest line, but apparently not. He's from this, so that's interesting. He's a trust too, isn't he? Or am I tripping? Yeah, he is. So I knew him from that, because I had his trust before I ever ran into him in Rhapsodies. But he's there. Everyone's losing their shit. That one target that was talking shit's apparently dead, so... Good riddance. Alright. So I gotta wait till, what? Right after 24, then we can talk to Plo again, and then continue the story. Where are we going after this? Although, what time is it? Because they are gonna shut the servers down, like 40 minutes. Alright, that's easy. That one's easy. It's a lot of cutscenes. For a while, it looks like. But we're gonna go back to the waterways in a few missions. And then it looks like we get we're gonna go into a fight in the waterways, which I don't know if we'll get to before they shut the servers down for the fucking update, but yeah, we'll do as much as we can. Bum, 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 bum. Tea jug. All right. I really don't have enough time to go like do anything for the day changes. You know what I could do? Let me throw some of this shit away that I don't need. So this that we got in as a reward a few missions back, we actually need for the next mission. Not the one we're about to do, but the one right after. I really don't care about this ore. Yeah, that should be fine. Come on. Need that data change. Sub Dalish. Oingo Zoingo. Atari's have really odd names. Atari's in the Galcus. Chumley Mojumley. Work. Let me do this. All right, 1 hour to go. I just told my friend he's a Cowboys fan for football. I told him they gotta stop fucking putting Cowboys Giants in prime time because those games are a fucking joke. They're never good. And clearly have a point considering that game is fucking 40-0. Come on, day change. If the day change was going to be ready, I probably would have done more Rhapsodies, just to get some more of this recorded. I'm probably going to be able to get it up to the part where we fight Baltimore. But I don't know if I'm going to make it that far. Depends how long these cutscenes are. How long it takes me to go through the waterway. Because I don't want to be like mid-fight and then all of a sudden the servers go down. Alright, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, let's go. Day change. I let the princess get some rest, you know? Mistress Arcella refuses to take any of her meals. No matter what tactics we employ, we simply cannot get her to leave her chambers. I fear that perhaps the best course of action is to simply leave her be. Master Ignis? That's right. Give heirloom. Necklace. Get back the necklace? Yes. Must have, please. This is a little fucking run. Those soft eyes, that round figure, those rustling leaves. He's cuteness incarnate. Sure. It's been a while since we've seen this girl. Looking as woefully wretched as ever, I see. What brings you here? Last time I checked, I was a citizen of Adeline. I do not believe I need your highness's royal holy permission to walk about my own city. I heard about the princess and I think it's plain pathetic. Where did the dignity and perseverance she showed in Khmer Drifts go? Arcella should know by now that life isn't all giggles and sunshine. She needs to treat this as a test of will. However, I understand how her emotions could get the best of her after all she's been through. She is a young and passionate idealist, yet has been ostracized by the council chambers. All the while, misfortune bombards her homeland from every direction. That is enough to take the wind out of anyone's sails. And that is where you might as well come in. Stop being a Shigo on the wall of actually doing some good for once. Show her that she's not alone in this chaos. Make her heart burn with fervor once more. That task will be a daunting one to complete, considering her current mental state, and I could not... cut me some slack. I knew you were daft, but now I have to question whether or not you have this even sentient. Let me spell it out for you. Give Arcella, are you following me, something she likes. Talking with you always leaves me drained. I should be going before I catch it. Whatever form of stupidity afflicts you. What a bitch. It is embarrassing 40-0. And it's like the first game of the season, so it's like, you know that team's like, you know what? Fuck this. So they're probably gonna be all fucking sad and not have any, like, you know, pep in their step for the next game. Alright, so now we're gonna trade the necklace to you. Yes, this is Ignis's resolve does look to be the keepsake they requested. Wait, what? What? She took it. Now what? Oh, that was the whole mission? Just give it to her? Okay then. No cutscene. Next, I gotta go to the library. Wait, what? I need to talk to you. Good tidings to you, that's right. What knowledge do you seek in our humble archives this day? Oh, you wish to know if the princess has spent an inordinate amount of time combing through the pages of a particular tome? Just to be sure, you were referring to something other than the historical text, correct? I see. Aha. I think I know exactly the book for you. Hopefully this does not take long. So this is probably why we get in the libraries for what Ingrid was saying. Is like, bring her something she likes, so she must like this book. I remember seeing her hastily shove this one into a completely separate shelf once, so it must be a guilty pleasure of hers. Let me worry about the whole checkout process. You go on ahead, Darcella. Please give the princess my regards. Alright, so now back to the castle. Should have still request an audience with you. I wish you all the best. Are you alright? The council dispersed, reports began flooding in. Each detailed how certain people involved with the 12 Orders had met with some grave misfortune, just like that lunatic jester predicted. Worst of all, Tiana was one of them. I made a promise when the Royal Tree was resurrected that I wouldn't ever cry again, but I've already broken it. Oops. I'm sorry, I just couldn't take it anymore. The shock was too much for someone as weak as me. I thought I knew the jungle inside and out, but I didn't know a single thing about it. Can't even tell good from evil anymore, partly because there is evil in me. I said some horrible things at the assembly, but they weren't just a way of calling attention to the problem. I truly meant them. All my life, they've called me a witch behind my back, but I've never felt it, not until now. Those sprites risked their lives for me, but to tell the truth, it was all in vain. I'm not worth protecting. Because of me, Familia. That's right, it's only a matter of time before you fall into my curse too. Get away while you still can. You're not weak in the least. Or this isn't the Darcella I know. This isn't the Darcella I know. Or maybe that's the wrong one. You're not weak in the least. Yes, I am. None of this would have happened if I were stronger. I maybe have to do all of them. You did the best you could. That's the thing, I didn't. All I did was foul things up. You're not alone in this. But if you stick by me, you'll surely... Nothing will happen to me. How can you be so sure? I think that we're all weak. I know I said that on Mount Khmer, but I appreciate your kind words. Still, I can't help but think that if only I died in the jungle back then. I mean, that shit was gonna happen regardless, even if you were dead or not. Did I just slap her ass? Wow. That's right. Never say that again. What was I thinking? I'm so sorry. That's right, I'm sorry. Let's look for Ballimore. But I couldn't believe anything that Raven Jester said. Even if you find him, he might not help at all. We're gonna undo that curse. I can't argue with that. According to Svenja, everyone who succumbed to this curse has exhibited the same inexplicable symptoms. Though it looks like they are dead at the first glance, the Order of Janison speculates that their souls have been removed. While of course she didn't mention a time frame, I can't imagine people would last long in that condition. We have to release Adeline from this terror as soon as possible. We've not a minute to spare. Doing nothing will help us even less. Guess you're right. Plus, it's obvious that Thene's involved with Melvian somehow. We're not the only ones we can trust. No, the only ones who can do anything about this. In the name of all we hold dear, I'll leave my doubts behind and dive into the heart of darkness. Will you take the plunge with me, that's right? Of course. That's the spirit. Great. What? A gift? I got you something. It's a book. It's your favorite. Oh, you. Of all the things to give me, you picked this? Oh shit, she doesn't like it. She's about to hit us with it. You're simply too good to me. Well, I go, what? Do we make her cry? Oh shit. That's right, you're truly an extraordinary person. At first, I only thought it'd be funny if our paths crossed once more. I had no idea we'd be close at all. Sorry if that sounded cold. It's just that I've never been able to expect much from anyone before. That's why I was so glad I could see you again at the banquet. Once we were reunited there, I thought that just maybe the wheels of something great had been set in motion. I would have been more acknowledging if I weren't in front of 11 of the most important figures in the city, but now I feel comfortable enough to say, thanks for all you've done for me, that's right. Done living in fear of what could have been. This fucking brother's creeping on us. Ignis? Rala Sepulture. Balamor there. Faceplant. Ignis. He's still breathing. Goodness gracious. He's always pushes himself too hard. Now my brother could barely get across what he wanted, but it sounded like Balamor should be in the Founder King's tomb within Rala Waterways. Let's go and show him that whoever laughs last laughs loudest. Alright. 20 minutes. Oops. Alright, so now we're gonna go back to the waterways. Oops, I wanna go east. When we get down there, we want to go to N10. Damn it. Alright, let me wait for this. and 10. Should I go down this way? No. I mean, I could have just cut across, but... Alright, do I don't know if that's walled off. If I can open it from here. So go the other way, it's gonna take longer. Oh, of course, it's down there because the map doesn't show that. Well, then never mind, we're going this way. Would be nice if we could get there and fight him. But I have to look at the next quest. Let's see what actually steps we have to take. Because this one's just leading to a cutscene. I can open this. Can I open this? I can't open this. Son of a bitch. Going the long way. Wait. Cast it. Actually, I think this is the way I wanted to go anyways. Alright, we know how to click on that. Alright, cool. Oh, that's a little symbol that the Ignis showed us. It's probably like the key to get into it. Why did she feel pain from that? well, there's no mistaking it. This is the Founder King's sepulcher. What's this? I think Orthocene's reacting to that monument in the center. I didn't expect you to get here so easily. Palamore. He's a cool design, though. I figured no one would find me blending into the backdrop, but it looks like you pulled back the drape on my ruse. Palamore. What's wrong, pretty princess? You've come down with a terrible case of mean face since we last met. Although I won't be reciting any pains either. Thanks to your arrival, this wasn't in the script at all. I made it so that you'd have to struggle mightily through each act and then break a leg, literally. Suppose you managed to get here because of that boy. Exactly, I'm not alone in this fight anymore, and that's how I know we'll beat you. My mistake. I typecast you as a delicate flower, but we'll see how well you auditioned for that role of stalwart crusader. Things are finally starting to get interesting. I think I've taken a liking to you two. Though the waterways have many intriguing sights, I'd say that guy right here gets top bill. Once the forces have here reversed completely, that's when the show will really start. What are you babbling about? Never mind. Sometimes you just can't wait for opening night. The director never said I couldn't interact with members of the audience. You don't mind joining me on stage for a bit, do you? It's decided. We'll have simply the best time ever. At first glance, this looks like an old doll rummaged from some musty old attic chest, but when I do this, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Made a bunch of dolls. What a twist. Now she's got a whole supporting cast. And aside, you know what that collecting statue parts has gotten popular lately, right? That whole thing was my idea. What were they called again? Otherworldly skedaddles? I don't know. Making them was just a passing fancy. But let's relive those fond memories. Still, I don't want to bore myself to death waiting for you to slog through everything. I know, I'll pull some strings and make it one act long. On that note, let's end this game of hide and seek and embark on a scavenger hunt. He's gonna go make us find all those damn dolls. Where'd they go? I had them possess a bunch of different monsters throughout these waterways. Oh my god, I gotta kill things to find them. When you're done slaying beasts and getting parts, look for the black Twither room to enter my theater of war. Then, once you've taken the center stage, use a consummate simulacrum to find me. Enjoy the show, and don't let me down. Wait. Looks like we've no choice but to go chasing after those simulacri. That's right. Let's go. Oh, joy. Alright, so I gotta find all these things. Can I do it before in 10 minutes? I don't know. But I gotta kill random enemies. It's not like certain ones, so that's the sad thing. It's a good thing I'm sub-thief. Drop rate seems to be higher with pugils and bats. The new moon bats. The new moon bats in the east entrance dropped on the first kill on one occasion, and the second on the other, okay. Oh, technically, I only need to fight one thing. Okay, so I don't even have to search for the damn dolls. That's actually pretty nice. Wait, I don't need to go in there. I'm already out. Okay. Let's see if we can do this quickly, because I would like to fight him. before we get booted. Alright, so I'm looking for Pugils and Bats. The Bats seem to have the better drop rate. I wonder if the person that we saw fighting here was probably doing the same mission. I'm assuming they probably were. Otherwise, like, why fight way down here in the corner, you know? Do-do-do-do-do. Still nothing yet. I don't think we're gonna have time to fight him. Have I seen Pugils anywhere else besides right here down here? I'm not sure. The Bats, yes. Damn it. Alright, technically you can drop from anything, but it has a higher drop rate from the other stuff. I'd rather find it from there. I would at least like to get it, the item. I don't know how fast these things respawn either, so I don't want to wait back down there where the Pugils were either. So I am probably just going to head back towards the entrance. Because the guide said they got him up there like right away. It's not too far from where we are, so... It's also going to be easier to get to where we need to next. To, fight Balamar anyways. Yep, there's our system message. Alright, a couple minutes. Then I'm going to have to log out for today. So a little shorter stream than I would have liked, but maintenance is getting in the way. Alright, here's more bats. The big bats don't... Well, they can probably drop it, but... It's better out these groups of them. There's a bunch of them up there. Hopefully I can get it there. Log out immediately. Alright, if I don't get it from these bats, I'm probably gonna have to try it next time. Damn it. Alright. So I'm at the log out here because they're doing server maintenance. I don't have the item yet, so next time we'll find the item, then we'll go fight fucking Bella more. But good shit today. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please YouTube, like, share, subscribe, Twitch, give me a follow, and I'll see you guys next time. Late.